What if the secret to a long, healthy life wasn't some complicated formula or expensive pill? What if it was actually hidden in the first hour of your day? Well, today we're diving into the simple, powerful morning habits of the world's longest living people. Let's get into it.
I mean, really think about that for a second. What if the way you start your day could literally add decades to your life? Because for the world's centenarians, it absolutely does. And their secrets, they're not about fancy tech or grueling workouts. Nope. They're about small, powerful habits that honestly, any of us can start doing.
So it all starts the moment they wake up. And I'm willing to bet the way these folks greet the day is the complete opposite of how most of us do it. Okay, on one side, you've got a scene we all know too well, right? That horrible, jarring alarm clock goes off, you hit snooze, and your body is just flooded with the stress hormone cortisol. But on the other side, you've got the centenarian way, a gentle, natural wake-up call from the sun itself. They don't start their day in a state of panic. They just ease into it.
And waking up with the sun isn't just a nice, pleasant idea. It's like a direct command to your biology. Just 5 or 10 minutes of that early morning light helps reset our body's master clock, our circadian rhythm. And that little clock governs everything, from your hormones to how well you sleep at night. It's such a simple thing, but it has these massive effects on your health long term.
All right, so they're awake. What is the very next thing they do? Well, before any food, and definitely before any caffeine, comes two things: hydration and gentle movement. While so many of us immediately jolt our system with a shot of caffeine, centenarians do something much kinder. They gently reactivate their bodies with hydration. I mean, think about it. After a whole night of sleep, your body is naturally dehydrated. That first glass of water kickstarts your digestion, gets the blood flowing, and it literally helps wash away that morning brain fog. For them, coffee is a pleasure, not a crutch. And they're not always drinking just plain water either. In places like Okinawa, which is famous for its long-living population, a super common morning drink is green tea mixed with turmeric. That is a powerhouse anti-inflammatory combo right there. These drinks don't just hydrate. They deliver a dose of powerful antioxidants right from the start. Now, here's a really fundamental shift in thinking. We're always told we need to exercise. But in these long-living communities, the whole focus is on natural movement. It's not about these intense, hour-long beatdowns at the gym. It's about just staying active in a natural way all day long. And listen, this doesn't have to be some huge time commitment. We're talking just 10 to 20 minutes of light activity, maybe a little walk, some simple stretches, or even just tending to some plants. The goal is just consistent, gentle mobility, not peak, sweat-drenched intensity. Okay, so the body is hydrated and it's moving. Now it's time for some fuel. Let's take a look at what the longevity breakfast actually looks like and how they power their day. The thread that connects all of these foods is that they're simple, whole, and almost entirely plant-based. You see things you'd expect, right? Berries for their antioxidants, whole grains for energy that lasts. But then look, beans. Beans are a cornerstone of so many longevity diets, even for breakfast. A meal like this nourishes your body without causing those crazy energy spikes and crashes we get from processed stuff. So far, we've been focused on all the physical stuff, but the real centenarian secret weapon, it just might be their mindset. Let's dig into the inner habits that really add up to a long life. Oh man, this one hits home. It perfectly captures the mental game. For so many of us, the morning starts with this insane rush of digital noise. Checking emails, seeing headlines, all of which just spikes our stress hormones. But the centenarian morning? It's intentionally slow. It's a time for quiet, for reflection, for prayer, or just for being. They actively guard their inner peace. And that inner peace is often strengthened by community. And the data on this is just staggering. Having strong social connections, something as simple as saying hello to a neighbor on your morning walk, can slash your risk of an early death by a whopping 45%. I mean, that is more powerful than diet or exercise alone. It's incredible. This all leads to this really core concept from Okinawa called ikigai. It roughly translates to a reason for being. It's that thing that gets you out of bed in the morning. And it doesn't have to be some grand, world-changing ambition. Your ikigai could be as simple and beautiful as tending to your garden or teaching a grandchild an old family recipe. And the impact of having this sense of purpose, it's just amazing. Studies have shown that a strong sense of purpose can add up to 7 years to your life. That's a powerful psychological tool that has a direct physical benefit.
So the big question is, how do we take all these secrets and actually translate them into a morning routine we can use? Let's break it down into a few simple, totally achievable steps. All right, here is the blueprint. It starts with waking up gently with the sun, getting in sync with your body's natural rhythms. Then you hydrate and move to gently wake up your system. You fuel yourself with real, nourishing whole foods, and this is critical. You protect your peace by embracing a slow start to the day. And finally, you connect, even for a moment, with your purpose, your reason for getting up. You see how each step just builds on the last? So, as we wrap this up, I just have one question for you. You don't have to completely overhaul your entire morning overnight. That's not the point. But which one of these simple habits could you try tomorrow? Maybe it's just that glass of water before your coffee, or 5 minutes of sunlight by the window. The journey to a longer, healthier life really does start with that one small change.